Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session of the latest release webinar. So happy to have everyone, and we're really excited to show you all the new features that we have available. I am joined today by Jan. Jan, are you there?
I'm here as well. Hi, Isaac. Hi, everybody.
Fantastic. Great. So as I said, it's been a while since we've last met everyone, and there's been a lot of great new features. For those joining us today for the first time, this session is really meant to showcase all of our recent releases and make sure that you're aware of all the new feature sets, and that's exactly what we're going to do. There's going to be time for Q&A towards the end of the session, so please, if you do have questions, you do not have to wait. Start sending them in the Q&A. We'll be sure to take time to answer them. Perfect. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show everyone is a recent update that we've done on the mobile app. So just bear with me one moment. All right, here we are. So here we are in the mobile app. If you do not have the mobile app, I highly encourage you to download it. It is currently available in the App Store on both Android and Apple phones. Our latest feature includes the ability to create tickets. So head over to tickets and you'll find a plus sign on the bottom right-hand corner. Assign a ticket title. And you can assign it to your customer as you normally would. Everything is readily available and click create. It's as simple as that. And now there are more items that are going to be coming to the mobile app. Other items that you might be interested in, so things that we're working on now is a ticket timer, the ability to add attachments and images to your tickets. And we'll also include the ticket number for better reference directly on the mobile app. So stay tuned, more to come. Fantastic. Let's move on to our web app. Bear with me just one moment. Fantastic. Here we are. So the idea with all of the changes that we're doing are to make your life more simpler, to create more efficiency in how you're using the platform. So we'll start with one of the most basic functionalities of Atera, installing an agent. Installing an agent has just gotten a bit simpler. If you head on over, click on Install Agent, select your customer, click Next. Right now, when you install the agent using a command prompt, not only will it install the agent, it will not only download the agent, but it will also install it. So it's 2 for 1. No longer will you have to manually go in to actually run the installation once the download is complete. And you'll also notice that when you copy the URL, the customer's name has also been updated in the URL itself, just for your convenience. Okay, perfect. Threshold monitoring has just gotten a bit of an upgrade. Let's head into the admin profile and click on thresholds. When you are adding new items to your threshold profiles, we've now made it a bit cleaner. You'll notice here that there's a presets option and a custom option for when you're creating new threshold items. Under presets, we now provide you with the ability to get an alert anytime a new software is installed or a software has been uninstalled from the devices. This is just the beginning and more presets are on the way. So please be sure to use this. And if you'd like, you can add them to any of your existing threshold profiles. Okay, let's head into the devices tab. So what I'm about to show you has been a long time coming. We've had this request for quite some time, and now it's here. Let's head into the devices tab. On the bottom right-hand corner, we have some advanced filters. You can now filter by your OS build and OS version. This has been a long-awaited feature request. It's here now. Go ahead, use it. This is a great way to be up to date with those outdated devices and to let you know when you need to reach out to your customers to let them know that they need to upgrade those devices. So those filters are now available. And since we're on the device page, I'm going to take a moment to also remind you guys that if you head into customers and click into your device page under customers now, you'll notice that we've upgraded the devices page here. We wanted to make it similar to what you're already accustomed to, give you all the information that you're already accustomed to from the devices page directly within the customer page as well. All that same functionality is still available. And of course, if you need to install an agent, add a folder, any of those tasks are still available here as well by clicking on these 3 dots, as well as all the other options that you're already familiar with. And really, this is just meant to make life a bit easier. In addition, when you head into the customers page now, you'll notice here that you can also import customers directly from the customers page. So this is just to make for better efficiency when you're using the platform. Let's jump on over to our tickets. This has been a long awaited for feature. People have been wanting this. They've been craving it. They've been schedule tickets. It's here. It's ready, and you can now use it and schedule tickets. So if you go in, you'll notice that any ticket that you create, and by the way, you'll notice here that when you're creating a ticket, you'll be able to select your customer now so that you can select a contact from a dropdown. Gone are those days where you have to remember who the contact was. It's now simply available to you once you select your customer. Build your task. Whatever it is, and here you can schedule the ticket down below, select your frequency. If it's a one-time ticket, if it's a daily ticket, a weekly, monthly, or annual, and each one of these options further have a custom option so that you can build out the recurrence of these tickets. All of these tickets that you schedule will remain as a draft until they come to fruition on the date that you've selected, and then they will show up on the tickets tab. And if you recall and have been using scheduled tickets already, you may have noticed that you cannot edit them. Not an issue anymore. Head on into your scheduled tickets, make any changes that you need to. They are completely editable now without any issues. Okay, fantastic. One other thing that I wanted to demonstrate on tickets is when you're heading into your tickets now, let's see. You're now able to also, apologies, just one moment. Ticket I need has seemed to have disappeared. Okay, we'll work with it. So now when you head over to tickets, your conversation is going to be kept the exact same way that you've had it preset. So if I leave this conversation tab open and I head on out and come back in, it will show up as open again. And this is great because it goes based on your preference. If you prefer the conversation to always be kept closed, just leave it closed. If you prefer it to be open, this way it works for everyone and there's no one side or the other. And in addition, I apologize, I don't have it here, but we're also going to be able to show you if you've CC'd anybody on any of these correspondences, you'll now be able to see all parties both from, to, and CC within the conversation history. So that is now available to you as well. Fantastic. Let's head into IT automation profiles. Okay. You are now able to upgrade your Windows 10 to its latest build with a click of a button. So previously, as you know, this was only available via scripting. No longer is that necessary. If you go into your existing profiles, just head on in and update and click on this checkbox here, and your devices will now update to the latest Windows 10 build. In addition, since we're on the topic of patches and updates, you may have noticed that we have provided a software bundles option. Okay, software bundles are great. If you weren't aware, Atera has recently also integrated with Chocolatey for Windows devices and Homebrew for Mac devices to allow you to install third-party apps and patch them. And now using that same integration, you're able to create bundles. Create bundles for your customers based on what their needs are, edit them, add apps, remove apps, whatever you need to do. These software bundles are completely flexible, and in an upcoming sprint, you'll be able to add these into your IT automation profiles, which is a great advantage to keep your devices up to date and also to get those new devices set up properly with all the applications they need. Okay, fantastic. So let's talk a bit about billing. If we head over to the billing section, we've done some work for the invoices to make them a bit easier. As you know, we've added the capability to do ad hoc invoicing, so one-off invoices, not necessarily via a ticket or a certain service that you've done, just a one-off, certainly capable by clicking on New Invoice here. You'll also notice that when you go into existing tickets now, the same logo that you have set up for your reports has also been added now for your invoices. You'll also be able to email this invoice directly to your customer. If Cheryl calls you and tells you she doesn't have this invoice, you just tell her, no worries, Cheryl, I got you. I'm going to send it to you right away. Send that to the bookkeeper directly from within Atera. And if you want to, you can also create a PDF and download this invoice in a PDF format directly. Okay. Fantastic. Since we're on the topic of billing, I will note that we've also added an accounting integrations tab here. For those who aren't familiar, we've been working on enhancing our billing integrations. And currently we're offering a wizard to help you set up your integration with Intuit QuickBooks Online and also with Xero. As you can see, more integrations are coming soon. If you're not familiar and weren't around for our latest release webinars special billing edition, just head on over to atera.com. Go into resources and click on blogs. Down here, you'll find all of our recent webinars. And here you'll see missed our webinar on the easy way to do billing in Atera. This will give you all the information you need to set up those integrations. Wonderful. Fantastic. So let's talk a bit about reporting. So we've done some enhancements to reporting and there's still more to come, of course. But now if you create a report for your customer, just going to select any customer here. You'll notice that your customer reports will now also include your customer's logo and their name. This is just to make a bit more of a personal touch when you're sending these reports directly to your customer. In addition, our software inventory report has now been updated. So if we head in, select our customer, select the devices and click generate, you'll notice that you're able to go into each device, select the relevant software, and also extract and export a list of all the relevant devices which carry the specific device. There will soon be an additional upgrade to the software inventory report so that you can extract the report per device as well. So this will be a great advantage for a lot of our customers. This has been a big request, so stay tuned, this is coming. Fantastic. And now for our great launch, also, if you haven't noticed, we've added all of our add-ons as an add-on tab. This is simply for efficiency and to keep things a bit cleaner on the eye. But if you click on add-ons and click on antivirus, you'll notice that we've launched Bitdefender. So Bitdefender is a wonderful security and antivirus service. Currently, when you integrate with Bitdefender, you'll get access to their gravity zone. And we're currently offering cloud security for MSPs, their antivirus solution, which includes a plentiful amount of features like content control, web filtering, firewall services, device control, anti-exploit, and a bunch of additional services. If you have any questions, let us know, subscribe. There's a 30-day free trial. One other thing that I do want to make you aware of, so in our coming release, which is just a couple of weeks away, we'll also be adding additional services provided by Bitdefender. So additional services such as full disk encryption, security for virtual environments, advanced hosted email security, advanced threat security, and endpoint detection and response. And we plan on adding alerts for Bitdefender directly on the Atera dashboard, making your life a bit more convenient and keeping things back on the Atera dashboard to keep everything more efficient. Okay. Some last minute reminders I just want to share with everyone as well. When you're adding now an SNMP device, we've added a few more device types for you to make life easy. If for whatever reason you're having trouble logging into Atera, don't worry, we've now added the chat support here on the bottom right-hand corner, so you can contact support for any questions and assistance. Okay. And the last thing I do want to remind everyone is that we do have a shared script library. If you're not using it, please be sure to take a look. There are now close to 250 scripts on the shared script library. if you're using these scripts and finding them useful, please upvote them to let the community know that you're finding them useful and that they're giving you benefit. And of course, if you have your own scripts that you'd like to share, be sure to click on Share to Library and we'll examine them, review them, and upload them, and be sure to give you credit by writing your name as the author. Okay. Fantastic. I know it's a lot, and I think now would be a great time to open up the floor for Q&A. So if you have any questions, let us know, send them through. Jan, anything so far?
No, even I understood everything what you were telling. It's great.
Perfect. Then I've done my job. I can go home. Someone send me a cake. Fantastic. Guys, if you do have questions, please send them through. Okay, here we go. In regards to Bitdefender, this is Boaz Cern. In regards to Bitdefender, you mentioned something about MSPs. Is this available to any customer or only MSPs? Is there a different license for MSPs? So Atera doesn't discriminate. We love all of our customers the same, both MSPs and internal ITs. The service is available for all of our clients. There is no differentiation. And it will provide you the same service capabilities, and all of the services of Bitdefender are going to be the same service sets and offerings for all of Atera's clients. So there is no distinguishment. And of course, as I reminded, you do have a 30-day free trial. So please feel free to click on subscribe, play around with it, install the Bitdefender agent. And if there's any assistance required, let us know. Our team are readily available to help. I hope that answers your question, Boaz. So Jan, do you want to review the other one, and I'll try and get this shorter one here. How do you relate a device? I cannot see the option to add a device to a ticket. Sure. So let's review that a sec. So if we go into a ticket, as of right now, on the top left-hand corner, you'll see here that you can assign the contract, and here is where you can assign the agent. Okay. So here you can also choose an option to go directly to the agent, or you can assign a new agent, and here you can also assign a technician. Most of the assignment capabilities can be found along the top left-hand corner. I hope that helps. Thomas Macordale. Apologies if I did not pronounce that right.
Question from Mark. Mark, I read your epistle, and I think it's a good idea, to be honest. I didn't think about it, but nowadays, yes, we see a lot of employees taking the computers at home. We will take this with us in our weekly product meeting, and we will come back on it. Thank you for the input.
Fantastic. I have here an anonymous attendee. Ooh, Mr. Anonymous or Mrs. Anonymous, I can't know, but I have a question here that you have 450 nodes to onboard, and I currently want to use Atera. What's the best way? So there are a variety of ways to install the Atera agent. It can be done via group policy. It can be done using the command prompt. For Macs, we also have a terminal command now available. And if you have any customers that are running on an Active Directory, we do offer a 14-day free trial of Network Discovery, so you can try running a scan of the server and applying the Atera agent on the server, applying a scan, and then being able to try and implement the Atera agent directly from within Network Discovery. All those are possible, but if you're still unsure and would like some help, please feel free to contact us. Send us an email to success@atera.com, and we'll be happy to help further, or contact the support team. Okay. Fantastic. Yes, for Boaz. Boaz just asked another question in regards to the network discovery. Does it require a domain controller? At this point in time, it does. We are working on network discovery to be able to pick up on work groups, local workstations. Bear with us. It's a work in progress, but yes, it's coming. So Warren Efron, thank you for your question. Warren Efron asks us, I currently use both Bitdefender and Acronis. How do I move them to your version? Very simply, actually. So for Bitdefender, the process is quite simple. What you have to do is subscribe to Bitdefender on Atera. This will create your Atera account as a trial. Send our support team a request asking to change your trial account into an active account. In our next version, in just a couple of weeks, you'll be able to do that yourself manually, but you need to have an active account with Atera in order to migrate your existing account. And once that's done, we have a simple KB to tell you exactly how to move your existing company ID into your Atera Gravity Zone company ID setup. Okay, so there is a KB for that. Just search for it on our support team. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'll be happy to help you. For Acronis, the process is just as simple. You have two options. You can contact Acronis support once you've initiated your Acronis account on Atera, and they will help you with the migration. But to be completely frank, it may be easier to just do the setup directly from Atera. You have 30 days free for every customer you create on Acronis through Atera, and this will give you a 30 days of new backups. So you may as well just run it, and once you have your backup set, delete your other account, and then just keep your Atera account existent. Okay, so I hope that helps, Warren, and for anyone else that's on the line considering to migrate. Wow, we have so many questions coming in. Can we monitor other antivirus products from Atera, such as WebRoot? So Gary Turner, yes, we do. We do provide integration for WebRoot. Currently, we provide their AV endpoint security solution and also their web filtration solution. We don't have alerts directly on Atera just yet, but we do provide the ability to deploy WebRoot on Atera. Right now, we are working to include the alerts for Bitdefender. I'm happy to check this in with the product team and get back to you. So please send me a message and I'll be happy to check that and get back to you further in the next couple of days once I have a chance to speak with the product team. Okay.
There was a question from Peter if Bitdefender is resource heavy. Well, I don't have the exact figures, Peter, but I never had any complaints. So my answer should be no, it's not resource heavy at all.
Okay. And of course, like I said, there's a trial. So download the agent, install it, see for yourself. There's no better knowledge from experience. Ooh, Nicholas Wooding, how about Trend Micro? If you'd like to suggest this as an integration, I would highly encourage you to put this into the features board. Our product team are considering more and newer integrations all the time, so please don't hesitate to let us know. We're always looking for new suggestions. Nothing on the roadmap right now, though, to be very frank.
Question from Han Plaatsman. Hi, Han. About WebRoot, you can migrate WebRoot anytime you like to Atera. Of course, when you have migrated WebRoot to Atera, then Atera will charge you for it.
Right.
So it's up to you.
Yes, and on that category, I just want to make sure. So if you are locked into a contract with WebRoot, please be sure to wait for that contract to end before migrating over to Atera to prevent double billing. But yes, it's certainly possible. Just subscribe to Atera's WebRoot. There is no cost to do so. Once you have a key code for Atera, provide that to the WebRoot support team, and they will process the migration over for you. No further action is required. It's quite simple. Let us know if you need our help. We're happy to help. Okay. Boaz Cern, do we have or intend to have a management/monitor console for Windows Defender? It's a great question. To be completely frank, not any that I'm aware of right now. Happy to check this in with the product team as well. Again, as I mentioned, send us your question via email and we'll look into this and get back to you. Jan, do you know anything on this topic? Have you heard anything by any chance?
About Windows Defender, no, I haven't heard. Sorry.
Okay. Perfect. However, just keep in mind that our reports will let you know if your devices are running Windows Defender. So if that helps in any way in the meantime, something to be aware of. Okay, hope that helps, Boaz. Okay.
There's a question if you can send alerts via SMS. Well, I think there is a post in the Atera group, or it's coming soon. I don't remember. Do you know, Isaac?
I think it may be possible for Android devices right now. Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous attendee, if you don't mind, if you can send me an email to success@atera.com, I'll be happy to look into this and get back to you with a finite answer. Okay. Where can I find pricing for WebRoot via Atera? Is it a rolling contract? Gary Turner. Gary, great question. So when you sign up for WebRoot, I believe that mine is already subscribed on our dashboard. Oh, no, it's not. So here we are. You'll see that the pricing for WebRoot is stated down below on the left-hand side. WebRoot AV will cost you $1.20 per end device per month. If you'd like web filtering, that's an additional $1.20 per device per month. Total for both services is $2.40. They can be subscribed to separate from one another. You do not have to use one feature to obtain the other. And in terms of a rolling contract, if your question is what is the commitment, it's really up to you. It rolls month to month. You can always transfer your license out. Atera does not bind you in terms of the WebRoot add-on service or any of our other services to a contract of any sort. You can stop it at any month that you'd like. I hope that helps answer your question. We have a question from Nicholas Wooding. Ari Acronis, can I integrate my current Acronis tenant? So yes, as I mentioned earlier, it's definitely possible to integrate your current Acronis. You can't integrate your current Acronis tenant. You'll have to create an Acronis dashboard on Atera and then ask Acronis support to migrate your existing backups into your new Atera dashboard. But of course, as I mentioned, you do have 30 days of free backups for every new customer you create on your Acronis Atera dashboard. So again, that would be 30 days of backups readily available for you, and then you can just delete your old backups as opposed to migrating them. Both are a possibility. It's up to you, whatever you find to be a better convenience for you and your team. Okay. So Stan Ferguson Smith, I have moved to Atera and some of my endpoints have WebRoot via our previous supplier. I'm having issues with getting the current WebRoot installed to see the new key. Is there an easy way without needing to remove WebRoot from the endpoints? So Stan, as I mentioned, you shouldn't have to remove them. If I'm not mistaken, you can contact WebRoot support and provide them your old key code, and then they'll be able to migrate them to your new Atera key code. For all of our customers that are listening, for WebRoot, when you activate WebRoot, your new WebRoot key code via Atera will have the 4 letters ATRA in them when you create a WebRoot Atera subscription. So that key code will be provided to the support team. And once you provide your old key code along with the new key code, all of your old key code devices will be migrated into your new Atera WebRoot dashboard. Okay, I hope that helps, Stan. If there are any further issues, just let us know and we'll be able to help as well. Fantastic. We are at the top of the half hour. I just want to take a couple of moments to thank everyone for joining and just remind you of a few items. The first thing is you may receive a survey score for Atera on your dashboard. I encourage everyone to please let their technicians know to fill out this survey honestly and provide us with feedback. This is a great way for us to get feedback from our customers and really help improve our product every day and with every release. So if you want to see those improvements, please answer the survey honestly and give us that feedback. I'll also remind everyone that we are currently working on a new webinar about security with our newest partners at Bitdefender. So more to come on that. Stay tuned. We'll be sending out correspondence soon. And of course, if you have any questions or if we can further assist, let us know. Contact your customer success manager or send us an email to success@atera.com. Our support team are also online and readily available to help. If you need to contact them, you can do so via the in-app chat or send an email to support@atera.com. Guys, it's been great. Stay tuned for the next latest release webinars. We'll speak soon. Take care, everyone.